So, hi again. So this is the second part of the video analysis of the mosquito sheet of my subject. So, here is my second learner or reader. She is Leuchel F. Esguerra. She is a grade 6 student, and the text that I use here is entitled My Lego by Maria Rita and Santiana. And this text is from um, Deped module, Quarter 3, Module 2, Evaluate narrative based on how the author developed the elements. It is English for English subject and for grade 6 students. So now I will be playing the recording of the reader.
My Lego, Marita and Santina. Mama who took my lesson. I've been looking all over for them. Yelled Ken as he threw his toys one by one from the box. Ask your kuya Totoo to help you find your lesson, Mama. Reed told him. I just played it here yesterday. Mom, I called failed my lesson. He answered, today is the day before Ken's birthday and he is excited not finding here his favorite toys are almost ride his mouse because he planned on inviting his coins to play Legends with him. I will not celebrate my birthday anymore. He shouted as he banged the door of his room. Your work is more important than me. You're not helping me. He fend my lesson. You don't love me. And why can heal his tears started to fall. The lesson were a birthday present from his favorite Ninong days. When he was aged, Ken has been close to his Ninong deck since he was smile not conveying who got his most dread lesson made him feel like that was the worst day his entire life. Can I talk to you? Mama asked in a soft voice. No, I hate all you. Screamed Ken, anak. I proud you so some grahams. I know it's your favorite, Mama. It reads said conveniently. You may come in, Mom. Ken answered. The false spice made Mama Reed smile. Being a mother, she surely can when her son as weekends full of meetings and love, she managed to talk to Ken without giving him any serious punishment. Love, she managed to talk. The face playing is not sparking or shouting, it is a way of expressing how we truly love and care for our children. We have to teach them what's good without breaking their heart and lowering their self-esteem. It is forcing them to do what he think is good and have them resent the concession if it yield more negative result than the decision is not good and should not be continued if it given more positive self and that is what good was used to do then it is good mom raise Rachel.
So that's the end of the recording of my second subject, and now I will be playing again the recording in stop it by part and analyze the miscue sheet. So let's play the recording again.
My Lego, Marita and Santina. Mama who took my lesson. I've been looking all over for them. Yelled Ken as he threw his toys one by one from the box. Ask your kuya Totoo to help you find your lesson, Mama. Reed told him. I just played it here yesterday. Mom, I called failed my lesson. He answered.
Alright, so here is the first paragraph. So in this sentence, Mama, who took my Legos? I've been looking all over for them, yelled Ken as he threw his toys one by one from the box. The student, or the reader, mispronounced the word took. She first said look and then successfully corrected herself into and pronounced it as took. And then she mispronounced the word Lagos into Layson, and the contracted form of I have or I've, she pronounced it as Ivy or Ivy. And then the word yelled, she mispronounced it as yield. And the word true, he first said teru, and then second attempt um is also unsuccessful because she said true, true, true. And then the second part, ask your kuya to help you find your Legos. Mama Ritz told him, I just played it here yesterday. Mom, I just played it here yesterday, Mom. I couldn't find my Legos. He answered with frustrations. So again, he mispronounced the word Legos into as lesson and the name Ritz. She omitted the S sound, the letter S. And then she mispronounced the word place into play and the word couldn't. She pronounced it as cold and she repeated it again as cold and successfully corrected it. And then she mispronounced the word find as feigned and again Legos as lesson. And she omitted the words with in frustration. So now let's proceed to the second part of the recording. with the text.
Is the day before Ken's birthday and he is excited not finding here his favorite toys are almost ride his most because he planned on inviting his toys to play legends with him. I will not celebrate my birthday anymore. He ano to? Shouted as he managed the door of his room. Your work is more important than me. You're not helping me. He friend my lesson. You don't love me, and why can heal his tears started to fall.
So here is the second paragraph. Wait a minute. So in this paragraph, today is the day before Ken's birthday, and he is excited. So the reader mispronounced the word excited as exted, and not finding where his favorite toys are almost ruined his mood because he planned on inviting his cousins to play Legos with him. The reader mispronounced the word finding as fending and the word where as here. She also mispronounced the word ruined as ride and the word planned as planed. She also mispronounced the word cousins as coins and again Legos as legends. Next, the, the reader mispronounced the word anymore as first she pronounced an and then anymore. So it is an unsuccessful correction. In next, she mispronounced the word shouted as shooted in the word banged. He first said banged and then tried to correct herself and pronounce it as manage. So it is also an unsuccessful correction. The next is the word your or the contracted form of you are. So first she just said you and then proceed with the correct pronunciation with this your. Next is the word find. She pronounced it as fend. And again, the word Legos, she pronounced it as lesson. And the word anyway, she pronounced it as anyway. And she omitted the word murmured. She also mispronounced the word while as hill and the word tears as tears. So let's proceed to the next part of the text recording.
The lesson were a birthday present from his favorite Ninong days. When he was age, Ken has been close to his Ninong deck since he was smile not conveying who got his most dread lesson made him feel like that was the worst day his entry life. Can I talk to you? Mama asked in a soft voice. No, I hate all you. Screamed Ken, anak. I proud you some grahams. I know It's your favorite mama. It reads, said conveniently. You may come in, Mom. Can answered. The false spice made Mama Reed smile.
All right, so let's proceed to the third part, or third portion of the text. Just wait a minute. So here, okay, in this part. So the Legos were a birthday present from his favorite Ninong Dex when he was 8. So the reader mispronounced again the word Legos as lesson and the word ticks to this and the word 8 as age. Ken has been close to his Ninong Dick since he was small. So in this sentence, the reader mispronounced again the name Tix as Tex and the word since as signs. And also, she mispronounced the word small as smile. Next, not knowing who got his most treasured Legos made him feel like that was the worst day in his entire life. So the reader mispronounced the word knowing. She first said con and then proceed to the um, word conveying or this as a unsuccessful correction, and the next is the word treasured. She pronounced it as thread. Again, the word Legos as lesson, and she omitted the word in and mispronounced the word entire as entry. Next, Ken, may I talk to you? Mama reads ask in a soft voice. So here, the reader mispronounced the word asked as asked and the word voice as vice. Next, no, I hate all of you, screamed Ken. Here, the reader omitted the word of and mispronounced the word scream. She first said screamy and then try again, trying to correct herself and said screamed. So it is an unsuccessful correction. So the next is Anak, I brought you some grahams. I know it's your favorite. Mama Reed said convincingly. So in this part, the reader mispronounced the word brought into broad and the word the word some. She first said some and then corrected herself as some. So it is a successful correction and the word but and she must pronounce the word grahams into grahams and the word your as you. She also mispronounced the word said as said and the word convincingly as convili. So now I'm sorry. Um this part, so you may come in, Mom. Ken answered tenderly. This part, the reader mispronounced the word answered, but she first pronounced it as answered and then corrected herself and successfully got it as answered. But she omitted the next word tenderly. The soft voice made Mama Reed smile. In this paragraph, the reader mispronounced the word that as the and soft as false and last for this part she mispronounced the word voice as vice. And now we will proceed to the next or the last part of the recording or the text.
Being a mother, she surely can grant her son as weekends full of meetings and love. She managed to talk to Ken without giving him any serious punishment. Love, she managed to talk. Mali. The face playing is not sparking or shouting, it is a way of expressing how we truly love and care for our children. We have to teach them what's good without breaking their heart and lowering their self-esteem. It is forcing them to do what he think is good and have them resent the concession if it yield more negative result than the decision is not good and should not be continued if it given more positive self, and that is what good was used to do then. It is good mom raise Rachel.
Alright, so now let's proceed to the oral discussion. Wait a moment. So here, the last part. So, okay. Being a mother, she surely knew her son's weaknesses. Full of patience and love, she managed to talk to Ken without giving him any serious punishment. So here, the learner or the reader mispronounced the word mother as monder, and the word she, it she pronounced it first as he and then corrected herself and successfully pronouncing it as she. And then the word knew, she first said or pronounced it as Ken and then try again and pronounce it as Quen. So it is a unsuccessful correction. Next is the word her. She mispronounced it as here. And the son, she omitted the apostrophe s and then inserted word as between sons and weaknesses. She also mispronounced the word weaknesses as weakens and the word fool as fall. And I guess she replaced the word patience as into meetings, and she also mispronounced the word manage into manage. She also mispronounced the word any as ani and punishment as punishment. Next part is discipline is not spanking or shouting. It is a way of expressing how we truly love and care for our children. So in this part, the reader mispronounced the word discipline as discipline and the word spanking as spacking. She also mispronounced the word shouting as shouting and the word way, she pronounced it as why. She also mispronounced the word we as me and also again, she also mispronounced the word truly as trolley. And the next sentence, we have to teach them what's good without breaking their hearts and lowering their self esteem. In this sentence, the reader mispronounced the word there as here and hurts as hurt. She also mispronounced the word lowering as learning and the word esteem as esteem. The next sentence is it is pushing them to do what they think is good and have them realize the consequences. In this sentence, the reader mispronounced the word pushing as posing and the word they as he. She also mispronounced the word realize as result and the word consequences. She just pronounced the first two syllables conse and then omitted the um, word quenses. Just said conse and then omitted the remaining syllables. Next part is If it yields more negative results, then that decision is not good and should not be continued. If it gives more positive results, and that is what God wants us to do, then it is good. Mama reads recall. So in this last sentences, the um, the reader mispronounced the word. I sorry, the reader omitted the letter S in the word yields and mispronounced the word negative as negate, but she first said nag and then mispronounced it as negate. And then she omitted again the S on the word results and mispronounced the word that into the word decision as decision. She also mispronounced the word should as should and mispronounced the word continued. She first said continue and then try again and pronounce it as continued. So it is an unsuccessful correction. The last part is the last sentence. The reader mispronounced the word gives as given and the word positive as positive. She also mispronounced the word results as resolute and the word God as good. She also mispronounced the word us as use and the word recalled. She pronounced it as racial. So that's all for the video analysis of my of the two MSQ sheets of my subject. So thank you.